Ron and I have never seen a more beautiful place than Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland, and its surrounding mountains. And that's saying a lot since we live in Colorado. The idyllic village with its sheep and cows and 72 waterfalls along the valley cliffs was the fourth stop on our European vacation after Munich, Salzburg, and Nuremberg. If you don't know us, we are Ron and Bev, a retired couple who love to travel. Surprise! We were traveling this time with our friends Gary and Renee. We hope you will take the time to like and subscribe to our channel. We left Munich and boarded a train for Switzerland.
The train crew welcomes the travellers from Swiss Airrail to Zurich and wishes them a pleasant journey.
We passed the time before lunch playing games and seeing beautiful scenery. Lunch in the dining car was an egg salad sandwich for Ron, while Renee and I opted for asparagus soup. We're on the train to Interlaken, and then we're headed to Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland. The scenery through Switzerland was too good to miss, so we spent a lot of time looking out the windows.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Wow.
Interlaken, I think doesn't that mean land between the lakes, I think.
Oh. Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland.
We haven't got to our hotel yet, but we had to stop and get a couple videos of this beautiful scenery.
It was just a short walk to the Hotel Schutzen where we were staying. So this is our room in Lauterbrunnen.
It's on the third. Is this the top floor?
Third and a half floors.
Third and a half.
And it has a little balcony.
Yeah, look out here on the balcony.
There's the view. We arrived in the late afternoon, so after a few minutes of exploring the town and looking for a place to eat, we decided on dinner. We were in Switzerland, after all, so we had to try cheese fondue. Somehow we always end up with French fries, too. After dinner, we headed to the 974-foot-tall Staubbach Falls, a gathering point for visitors at any time of day. A nearby waffling truck sold sweet treats, which of course we could not resist, while we watched the sun disappear behind the mountains. The next morning, Ron and I sampled a small continental breakfast for a very large price. Then we all headed to the town's visitor center to get suggestions for our trip. At the Tourist Information Bureau, right about here, we were told that we could walk across the valley in about an hour and a half and catch a cable car on the other end up to Murren, and then catch a railroad across and then a cable car back down into Lauterbrunnen. But if you wanted to stop at Trummelbach Falls, you can take as much time as you need there. We probably spend an hour and a half. But this hour and a half walk across here, that was more like, I don't know how long. We were strolling. We were not taking a brisk hike. So it did take most of the day for us to get over here to this cable car. And then we were afraid we were going to miss the train here. It was only going to a certain time that day. I think it was 5 o'clock. So we caught the very last train headed over. We decided to take the walk through Lauterbrunnen Valley as was suggested. Heading back toward the falls again, we admired the beauty all around us. This cow has plenty to eat. Beautiful green grass.
Well, Gary may have broken down and went for coffee.
No, yeah, right.
Do I look like a mountaineer?
Oh, you bet. Stop for a cup of coffee in this beautiful setting. Gary hadn't had breakfast, and the view was perfect. The further we walked, the more waterfalls we saw, and we learned that Lauterbrunnen is one of the most famous places for base jumping. We saw numerous base jumpers and parachuters in the sky along the valley.
He's coming down right here, I guess. Huh? Look at him right there. Yeah. Oh.
We might see him land. It was well worth the wait to buy tickets at Trummelbach Falls to go into the caves that showcase the glacier waterfalls. You can take as long as you wish once you're there. Afterwards, we had a bite at the local cafe. We sort of felt like we deserved this after we hiked up to the falls.
Just walking through a campground to do a little shortcut to get over to here and up there.
We stopped for photos on the way and then trekked on to Staubbach to catch the cable car to the town of Murren. It certainly seemed longer than what it looked like on the map. We were taking the cable car to its first stop, but a lot of people were going on to either the mountain town of Gimmelwald or to Schlitthorn. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, at the very top of the mountain where there's a revolving restaurant and wonderful views. We are in Murren. Just a little over 5,200 feet high. Unfortunately, we couldn't really enjoy the town because we were in such a hurry to catch the train that cuts across the mountains. We made the last train with just minutes to spare. The views were spectacular, both from the train and the cable car that took us back down to Lauterbrunnen. It was an exhausting but thrilling day for all of us. We opted for dinner that night at our hotel and felt like we could eat anything. We had certainly burned the calories. Is dinner really complete without dessert? Brownie.
Yes, and Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
And
of
what
all
is
things.
this? That looks
And that
good.
looks yummy.
Yeah. It's a moving picture.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's video.
Yeah.
We are having a ball in the valley of Lauterbrunnen.
Yeah.
Don't put your finger up my nose, Ron.
Thanks for watching.